All right, let's dive into something pretty fascinating today.
That's good.
We're going to be taking a look at this research paper called The Impact of Generative AI on Critical Thinking.
Right.
And really what we're talking about here is how knowledge workers are using tools like ChatGPT and Copilot and what it means for their thinking.
Absolutely.
You know, the way that they're thinking.
Yeah.
We've got some interesting stuff to unpack.
We do.
We've got surveys, real-world examples, and some pretty thought-provoking findings.
Yeah, it's a really rich data set.
Okay.
The researchers surveyed 319 knowledge workers.
Wow.
And they gathered 936 real-life examples.
That's a lot.
Of how they're using generative AI in their daily work.
Yeah.
What's really interesting is they went beyond just documenting what people are doing with these tools.
Right.
They dug deeper to understand how GenAI is changing the way people think, particularly when it comes to critical thinking.
So we're not just talking about AI replacing jobs.
No.
We're talking about AI reshaping our minds.
Exactly.
That's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, it is.
So to really understand this impact, I think we need to start with a fundamental question.
Okay, sure.
What exactly is critical thinking in the age of Gen AI?
Yeah, that's the core of the matter, isn't it? And the research suggests that it's not just about spotting errors in what the AI produces.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
It's about taking a more active role in the whole process.
Right.
Knowledge workers are thinking critically about their goals for using AI.
Okay.
They're carefully crafting prompts to get the best results.
Yeah.
And they're rigorously verifying the information they get back.
So they're not just passively accepting whatever the AI spits out.
Right.
It's about being in the driver's seat.
Exactly.
Using AI as a tool to enhance our own thinking.
Yeah. It's almost like having a super smart assistant.
Yeah.
But one that still needs guidance and direction.
I like that analogy.
The researchers actually use the term steward to describe this evolving relationship with AI.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're becoming stewards of these powerful tools, responsible for guiding them, shaping their output, and ultimately ensuring that they're used effectively and ethically.
Stewardship.
Yeah.
That's an interesting way to frame it. It implies a sense of responsibility.
It does.
A recognition that AI is not just a toy to play with, but a powerful force that needs to be handled with care.
Absolutely.
But this brings up another question.
Okay.
Is Gen AI making us lazy thinkers?
Oh, that's a good question.
I mean, tempting to just let the AI do all the heavy lifting, right?
It is tempting.
Yeah.
And that's a concern that a lot of people have.
Right.
The study actually found that people do feel like they're putting in less effort when they use AI.
Interesting.
For tasks that require critical thinking.
Okay.
But there's a fascinating twist.
Oh, yeah. Tell me more.
So the researchers found that the more confident someone is in their own abilities, the more effort they actually put into tasks, even when using AI.
Wow, that's surprising.
Yeah, it's almost like confidence acts as a catalyst, pushing people to engage more deeply with the AI.
So you'd think the more confident someone is, the more likely they'd be to just trust the AI and coast.
Right.
But it seems like confidence actually fuels a deeper level of engagement.
It does.
A desire to really master these tools.
Absolutely.
And use them to their full potential. Which kind of begs another question.
Yeah.
What specific challenges does Gen AI pose to critical thinking?
That's a great question.
I mean, because clearly there's some new wrinkles to consider.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The researchers identify 3 major shifts in how and where we are applying critical thinking effort in the age of AI. And these shifts are key to understanding how our work and our thinking are evolving.
Right.
Let's dive into those next.
Lead the way.
Okay, so the first one is all about the move from information gathering to information verification.
Right.
Think about it.
Yeah.
Generative AI tools like ChatGPT are incredible at pulling together vast amounts of data in seconds.
It really is incredible.
Yeah, it's like having the entire internet at your fingertips.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
But it's almost too much.
It can be.
You know what I mean?
It can be overwhelming.
Yeah, and it's not just about finding stuff anymore.
Right.
It's about figuring out what's reliable and what's accurate and what's relevant.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Did the AI hallucinate a fact?
Right.
Is the source biased?
Yeah.
These are the new critical thinking muscles that we need to flex.
That we need to be using. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like having a super smart intern. You know?
Yeah.
They can do amazing research, but you still need to supervise them.
Absolutely.
And make sure they're not making things up or pulling information from questionable sources.
Right.
You need to guide them.
Yeah.
Train them, and help them develop their own critical thinking skills.
That's a great analogy.
Yeah.
Now, the second shift is all about moving from problem solving to AI response integration.
Okay.
So think about tasks like writing a report or coding a new feature.
Right.
In the past.
Yeah.
You might have tackled these from scratch.
Yeah.
Spending hours researching, brainstorming, and drafting.
Yeah. But now,
Right.
you can give the AI a prompt and get a pretty decent first draft.
Yeah.
Sometimes even in a matter of minutes.
Sometimes even faster. Yeah.
It's like having a co-writer or a coding partner who can help you get started and overcome those initial hurdles.
Right. But the key here is that you're not just accepting that output as the final product.
Right.
You're critically evaluating it.
Okay.
You're editing it, making sure it fits your specific needs and goals.
Right.
And adding your own unique insights and expertise.
It's about taking the raw materials that the AI provides and shaping them into something truly valuable.
Exactly.
Something that reflects your vision and expertise.
And really taking ownership of it and making it your own.
So our problem-solving skills are evolving.
They are.
Becoming more about integration, refinement, and customization.
Yeah.
We're becoming masters of these AI tools, not just passive users.
Yeah.
We're learning how to collaborate with them.
Right.
How to leverage their strengths.
Absolutely.
And how to compensate for their weaknesses.
Exactly. And that leads us to the third and perhaps most intriguing shift.
Okay.
From task execution to task stewardship.
Stewardship. Okay.
Yeah.
Break that down for me.
Yeah.
What does that look like in practice?
So think of it this way.
Okay.
You're no longer just doing the task. You're guiding the AI in doing it for you.
So you're setting the goals.
You're setting the goals, exactly.
Providing clear instructions. Monitoring the AI's progress. Making sure it stays on track and aligned with your overall objectives.
Right.
It's less about hands-on execution.
Yes.
And more about high-level strategy.
It is.
Right? Like being the architect while the AI is the builder.
Exactly.
You're providing the vision, the blueprint, and the AI is bringing that vision to life.
Exactly. You're the one with the big picture understanding, the strategic thinking, and the critical judgment to make sure the AI is executing that vision effectively.
It's a pretty profound shift when you think about it.
It is.
It changes the very nature of what it means to be a knowledge worker in the 21st century.
It really does.
We're no longer just information processors.
Right.
Or task executors. We're becoming AI stewards.
Yeah.
Responsible for guiding.
Yep.
Shaping and ultimately directing the power of these incredible tools.
Absolutely. And it raises all sorts of questions about the skills we need to thrive in this new world of work.
Yeah.
For example, the ability to translate our intentions into clear, concise, and unambiguous prompts for the AI becomes crucial.
Because if you can't explain what you want to the AI in a way it understands, you're not going to get the results you're looking for.
Exactly. If you can't articulate it clearly, the AI is not going to be able to deliver.
Right, because AI is only as good as the instructions it's given.
Exactly.
It's like giving directions to someone who doesn't speak your language. If you're not clear and specific, you're likely to end up lost or at the wrong destination.
Exactly. And it's not just about giving instructions. It's about understanding the AI's limitations. Anticipating potential biases. And knowing when to intervene and course correct.
It's about recognizing the AI is a tool. And like any tool, it has its strengths and weaknesses.
Absolutely.
It's like being a good manager. You need to delegate effectively. But you also need to be aware of what your team is capable of and where they might need guidance. You need to provide support, offer feedback, and step in when necessary to ensure that the project is moving in the right direction.
Exactly. And this brings us back to that interesting finding about confidence.
Right.
Remember how the study found that people who are more confident in their own abilities actually put more effort into AI-assisted tasks?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's almost like confidence is the key to unlocking the full potential of this partnership with AI.
It seems that way. It's about trusting yourself enough to embrace the power of these tools without feeling threatened or intimidated.
So instead of being intimidated by AI, they're embracing it as a way to level up their own game.
Absolutely.
To become even more effective,
yeah,
creative, and insightful. That's a pretty empowering message.
It is. And it suggests that a big part of preparing for the future of work isn't just about teaching people how to use AI.
Right.
It's about cultivating their confidence, their critical thinking skills, and their belief in their own abilities.
It's about reminding them that even in a world of increasingly intelligent machines, human intelligence is still the most valuable asset we have.
Absolutely. But there's another side to this confidence coin that we need to discuss.
Okay.
The study also found that overconfidence in AI can actually be a barrier to critical thinking.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's like anything else.
Okay.
Too much confidence, whether in yourself or in a tool, can lead to, blind spots and mistakes.
So it's not just about boosting everyone's confidence blindly.
Right.
It's about finding that sweet spot
Yeah.
where we trust AI enough to leverage its power, but not so much that we surrender our own critical faculties and judgment.
Precisely. It's a delicate balance. And it highlights the importance of education, not just in how to use these tools, but in understanding their limitations and potential biases.
Right.
We need to be aware of the ways AI can subtly shape our thinking, even when we think we're in control.
It's like those social media algorithms that feed us personalized content.
Right, exactly.
They can create echo chambers and reinforce existing biases without us even realizing it.
Yeah, you think you're making your own choices.
Right.
But in reality, you're being nudged and influenced in ways that you might not be fully aware of.
Yeah, and that's why critical thinking is more important than ever in this age of AI.
It is.
We need to be able to step back, question assumptions, consider different perspectives,
absolutely,
and evaluate information carefully, especially when it's presented to us by an AI.
Especially by an AI.
Right.
Yeah.
It's about being aware of our own cognitive biases.
Right.
Understanding how AI can amplify or exploit those biases, and developing strategies to mitigate those risks.
Absolutely.
It's about being informed, vigilant, and proactive in how we interact with these powerful tools.
It is, yeah.
And it's not just about protecting ourselves from the potential downsides of AI. It's also about harnessing its incredible potential for good.
Right.
AI can help us solve complex problems.
It can.
Make better decisions.
Yeah.
And unlock new levels of creativity and innovation.
Absolutely. But to do that, we need to be thoughtful, critical, and engaged partners in this new AI-powered world.
Yeah.
We need to cultivate a mindset of collaboration.
Okay.
Where we see AI not as a threat, but as an opportunity to learn, grow, and evolve.
I think you're right. This research paints a fascinating picture of our evolving relationship with AI.
It really does.
It's a relationship full of potential, but also one that requires careful navigation, ongoing learning, and a deep commitment to critical thinking.
I completely agree.
This deep dive has really given me a lot to think about.
Yeah, me too.
It's exciting to see the ways AI is transforming our world.
It is.
But it's also a little daunting to consider the challenges we face
in
ensuring that this transformation is positive and beneficial for all.
I understand that feeling. It's a complex and rapidly evolving landscape, and it's easy to feel overwhelmed. But I think the key is to embrace a mindset of curiosity, continuous learning, and a willingness to adapt and evolve alongside these powerful technologies.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Ultimately, the future of AI is not predetermined.
No.
It's up to us to shape it, to guide it, and to ensure that it serves humanity's best interests.
Right.
And that starts with cultivating our own critical thinking skills.
It does.
Asking tough questions.
Yeah.
Engaging in thoughtful dialogue about the role we want AI to play in our lives.
Well said.
Yeah. And on that note, here's a final thought for our listeners to ponder.
Okay.
If AI can automate so many tasks and processes, what does it truly mean to be human in the 21st century?
Yeah, that's a great question.
What are the uniquely human skills, qualities, and values that we need to cultivate and nurture in this new era of intelligent machines?
What does it mean to be human?
Exactly.
Love it.
That's something to think about.
Yeah.
And we'll be back next week with another deep dive.
Looking forward to it.
Into another fascinating topic.
Absolutely.
Until then, keep thinking critically.
I'm curious.
Stay curious, and let's shape the future of AI together.